one of the first things that we need to do is realize truly that time does not exist. It is only a concept of the mind. The past that you remember does not exist in this moment. The future that you're projecting does not exist in this moment. All of that is based off your memory and a little bit of imagination. You are a constant, ever-changing wave of vibration, frequency, energy, whatever you want to call it. The person you remember to be is no more. Every moment you're a brand new person, because the moment you let go of your memory is the moment you become clear of the past and the future. That is when you can step into your manifestation phase. Let's go a few steps back though. What you say as the past is nothing more than a memory of a past reality. Understand that even the situation is constantly changing. You're always shifting into a new reality, into a new timeline, into a new parallel universe, depending on the frequency that you're emitting. Because when you change your frequency, you literally go in the big stream of the frequency of the planet. You literally change your environment the moment you choose to let go of the past and become a higher vibration. So every thought that you're having has literally have never existed in this reality, in this moment, because it's a totally different old reality that you used to be in, because no frequency is ever the same. It's always changing. You're always changing the frequency. It's never the same. It's constantly creating. It's not recreating. Nothing is recreating itself. Like every leaf, like this leaf is constantly shifting into an older phase until it literally falls down and it dies. It changes vibrationally. It changes, and it's no longer compatible with the vibration of the tree, and it separates itself. That is what we literally are. We're little leaves that are connected to the stream of energy. And the moment we run out of that energy, we just leave this realm. I'm going in so deep, man. I know it's a shocker for a lot of people as well, because life is not about the physical existence. It's about the eternal existence. The physical existence is just a state that we've come to experience. It's nothing more. Let's get back to the thoughts. Those thoughts they have, they're from that old identity that no longer exists, and you as a human being, you have shifted away from that version of you, of that situation. That situation is totally different. You're in a totally different place than you were then. And all those people that you remember, they're not even the same as well if there was anyone around you. They're totally different people doing different things, thinking about different things. All of those mental captures are not relevant in this moment. The moment you let go of them, it's when you can create the new future, which is still going to be in this moment. So there's actually no future. I'm sorry for that. You can become whatever you want, whoever you want. It is just a matter of how willing are you to let go of what you remember. It's simple as that, and change your beliefs. That is why I'm building a course. I'm going to help you switch to the reality that you truly want to be in. Experience the emotions you want, have the relationships you want, the situations that you want, the material things that you want. That is just another bonus that takes a little bit of time to shift to, because you don't need to do anything on the outside. The moment you change the inside, your thoughts are going to change, your actions are going to change, your emotions are going to change, and your environment is going to change. It is going to become a product. I'm really passionate about this. I really want to help so many people. I have so much to say. I do not know where to begin from. If you're enjoying the content, please subscribe, like, comment, ask me whatever you want. Don't hold back. I want to hear what you have to say, what your questions are. I want to help you. I want you to be the best you can, because when I give back, that is when I feel the best. I think we're all like that, but we've been so stripped of the basic necessities that we need that we start wanting to take, and that is what needs to end so the human race can actually evolve. Let me show you the sunset. Like, look at that. If my little camera can get the most of it, but it's just amazing. It is so cool. Everybody just lives a life that they truly do not want to live because they either believe they can't achieve the life that they truly desire, or they've just been beaten into submission because most people can do 10 times more than they actually think they can, but they tell them that that's not conventional or that's not the way that society is built. But if we want society to actually like expand, how are we supposed to do it by doing the same things? If we always do the same thing we did yesterday, how is tomorrow going to change? If there's even such a thing as tomorrow. I want to help people transform themselves by realizing that there's not a lot to become. They already have the desired reality and the desired version of themselves that they want to be. All they got to do is just face the pain within them and become the butterfly that they are from within. I know it sounds cliche, but it's not that hard. And at the same time, it takes a lot of self-awareness in a positive way. Most kids, when they were growing up, were treated so negatively that they started believing they cannot achieve what they truly want. For example, I want to help people realize their possibilities the same way someone helped me back in the day. And at the same time, I want to be a gamer. I love gaming. I want to entertain people. I want to be more than a gamer. I want to be a lot of things combined. I don't know why. It is just, I have this need to fulfill. Maybe it's a belief. Maybe it's a limiting belief. Maybe I'm born for an astronaut. But it is better to make mistakes than to not try at all. Maybe I'm going to do this and realize that this is not for me. But let's get that out of the way. I'm here for you right now. Life is so beautiful and it is so limited in time. We are not eternal beings. We're going to die. Really harsh to think like that. It is really brutal because it strips you out of every illusion that you have. You are going to die. Some people right now are in a hospital bed and they're dying. Well, I'm here, you're watching this, right? We are not grateful for what we have, so we cannot expand. That is a basic formula in any self-help book. The moment you start being grateful for what you have, that is when you can start building on top of it. Because when you're not grateful, you do not realize what you have until you lose it. I want you to succeed. I know it sounds general, but I want you to have the dream car that you want, the house, the money, the career, the people, the situations, the country you want to live in. You deserve that. Everybody deserves that. That is a basic right of every human being. Because soon, life is not going to be about what you can get physically, but what can you do to give back and create. That is the era we live in today. Soon, it's not going to be about survival. It's going to be about creation. We're going to go beyond. We're going to go to Mars. We're going to become an interplanetary race. So this is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to secure your basic needs and rights of living where you want, driving the car that you want, having the house that you want, the food that you want, all the best basic necessities. Once you have them, you'll actually realize what you want to do with your life. Let's get you there. Let's get me there. That is the basis. That is the minimum for every human, and everybody deserves that, and it is achievable. It is. Elon Musk says that. A lot of entrepreneurs say that as well. We need the basic needs of the planet to be covered. Once we do that, most people will realize that life is not within the material things, and they'll start looking within. Right now, everybody is stripped of basic necessities. It's feeling good, having good food, and not worrying about next week, money, and all of that. So how are we going to achieve that? It's really simple. We are going to shift you into the identity that you truly desire to be. And the whole trick is that there's no becoming that identity, because you are already that person. All you got to do is remove a few limiting beliefs and become a little bit more present of your inner thoughts and emotions.